Hello, Gamlang Nam Kala Mother of Crowns, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about something we do not say enough. There is power in wearing your natural hair. There is healing in it, confidence in it, but most importantly, there is growth in it. And I don't just mean length.
Welcome to the gallery of dreams, where creativity's hues and muse. I move, where colors sway, dreams and stirs, twilight tenders embrace. Out of the blue.
Natural hair is one of the most versatile textures on the planet. And yet, so many of us go years and years without learning how to work with it. We'll try every product, every style, every technique, except the one that forces us to sit with what grows naturally from our scalp. We say it's hard. We say it takes too long, that we don't know what to do with it. But no one is born knowing how to style their hair. That is something that we learn. No one is born an expert. Something I've always been taught by my parents was that experience is the best teacher. Wearing your hair, living in it, showing up with it. Look to the people that I've put in my thumbnail, for example. She is a stellar being. I kind of forgot everyone else's names, but I will put up the handles and all of that. They were not born knowing how to do these amazing things that they do with their hair. They had to learn how to do that. I had to learn how to do that. Every time I wear my hair, I learn something. What it needs, what it hates, what kind of styles make me feel good, what kind of routines actually work. That kind of familiarity doesn't come from protective styles, wigs, or weaves. Those all have their place, and I've worn all of them. But let's be real. You will never master natural hair if you do not spend time with it. You need to wear it often enough to know it well. Not just to know it well, but to also know yourself well. How you exist with your natural hair. That is something you can only do by existing in your natural hair. We love to say practice makes perfect. But honestly, in this context, it has no place. Let's throw that idea away. We need practice makes progress. Because perfection is something that is not attainable. Wearing your hair helps you make that progress. Styling gets easier, wash day gets easier. Your hands learn the shape and the feel of your coils, and even your confidence builds muscle. You stop hiding, you stop apologizing. Actually, I remember there was a day when I was in school. I think I was in grade 9 or grade 10, somewhere there. I felt really ugly with my hair that one day. My natural hair, so I decided to cover it with a wig. Now don't get me wrong, it's not like this wig was ugly per se, but it's the way that I felt wearing that wig that made me look ugly. I felt ugly, so I loved it. If I wear that wig today, I still have it. I look bomb as hell because I know even without it, I look bomb as hell. My hair kind of shrunk in a way that I was not happy with, and I got really frustrated. So instead of like trying to work through that, or just going to school as I was, because I'm sure it would have gone better if I just went to school as I was. I went to school with a wig covering my head to cover what I was ashamed of that day. And the whole school laughed and pointed at me. Laughed and pointed. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like I was the only one that wore a wig to school. Or even that day, I'm sure there was somebody wearing wigs somewhere. The Congolese girls always wore wigs. And the difference between them and me was that they wore their wigs with confidence, and that day I wore mine with shame. And that's why I stood out like a sore thumb. No one has ever laughed at those Congolese girls for wearing their wigs because they wore that with confidence, you know. And there's nothing funny about confidence, nothing. But for some reason, shame is hilarious. Even if you don't wear your hair with love, you'll wear it with shame, and it'll show. Let's be honest. How can you truly be comfortable with something you rarely experience? If you wear your natural hair once every few months and then you spend the rest of the year in lace fronts or in fiber braids, your hair will always feel foreign to you. It's like a guest in your own body. That's not comfort, that's distance. And it's that distance that keeps us from learning, from growing. Here's something deeper. If you won't do it for yourself, do it for the kids. Because the children are watching us. They're watching what we embrace and what we hide. And if we keep hiding our natural hair, we're telling them without even saying it that it's something to be ashamed of.
Editing moves or whatever. On the topic of doing it for the kids, I'm sure if I had seen more adults wearing their hair in shrinkage, wearing their natural hair in all states, I probably would not have felt the way that I felt that morning before I put on that wig and went to school. probably would have felt confident enough to leave the house with my hair in its natural state, because I would have understood that it was normal. But to my understanding at the time, that was not something that was normal. It was not something that was done. But just hoping this is something we can all, a couple of people can pick up and heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Like, truth is, we are the adults. It's us. Believe it or not. So that representation, it's gonna have to come from us, man. I don't even like children like that. But even I can be like, we cannot continue passing down this kind of idea on and on to the next generation. Like, it has to stop somewhere, right? Right?
The devil couldn't reach me, so he sent me a Nigerian daughter with 4C hair. As you can see, this self-hate rhetoric is alive and well within our communities. The self-hate transference is direct. I found this other video about a month ago. This lady relaxing her 1-year-old child. As you can see, I commented under it like she just arrived when I saw this video, because I was like, no, this is insane. There is hope, because I did see a lot more people were divided in the comments on the fact that she could just leave her child to be natural, but other people are like, no, it's difficult to maintain after hair. And as you can see, like, she's just a child. She even doesn't really understand how dangerous it is to just relax her like that. Like, she's just a baby. It's so sad because she's already going to start damaging her hair from such a young age. And I mean, okay, hair damage aside, on the other hand, in 2025, it is backwards to relax a child's hair, especially when information is free on the internet. Relaxers have been associated with so many health risks, and relaxing your hair, it's okay if you're an adult and you're willing to take the risk for yourself. But if you are an adult and you're going to put that risk on your child to potentially get cancer, some rare kinds of kidney disorders and all of that, that is incredibly selfish. Or because you can't be bothered to maintain your child's hair. This is why it's so important to make sure all your children are planned, and that when you do have them, you truly love yourself, so you can have love to give to them, and you can have time to give to them, and patience to maintain their hair. Maybe I'm the insane one, but I think it's unreasonable to risk your child's health, cancer even, just so you can be able to run a comb through their hair.
How will our children grow to love themselves if the very features they were born with are rejected by the people they trust the most, the people who have those features? We live in a world that already teaches them that straight is better, that silky is prettier, that textured hair is too much or distracting, unprofessional even. They hear that at school, they see it on social media. So let's not echo it at home. Let's show them what love looks like in action. Let them see us wear our crowns. There's beauty in the frizz, in the shrinkage, in the undefined curls and coils. Your hair doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. And guess what? Sometimes it's going to feel frustrating. Sometimes you'll try to twist out and it'll flop. In fact, most times you'll try to twist out and it'll flop. You'll run out of gel. You'll forget to sleep with your silk bonnet on. Or it'll forget to sleep with you. And that's okay. That's real. That's just part of the process. You don't have to be a professional stylist to love your hair. You don't need to do the most. Start small. Wear it out for a week. Try different parts, different styles. Just see yourself. And the more you do it, the more you'll notice what makes your hair your hair. You'll notice how it behaves when it's dry. You'll know how to keep it soft for days, or what it looks like when it's healthy versus when it's struggling. That's when the real bond forms. And that bond, you can't get that from a lace installation. It's time to normalize natural hair again. Not just when it's defined or blown out or manipulated into something manageable, but in its raw, unfiltered, glorious state. The coils, the curls, the kinks, the volume, the softness. We deserve to be seen as we are. If you won't do it for the kids, do it for me. I want to see more afros in the lecture halls, more twist outs at weddings,
more froze on red carpets. I want to see us in our fullness, not tucked away or altered to be palatable. Let's fight the stereotype that black women are addicted to weaves. Not by hating on wigs or calling out each other, but by simply choosing to be seen, choosing to wear what's real, choosing to love it out loud. Like, wearing a natural hair isn't always easy, but it's worth it, and it's freeing, and it's one of the most radical acts of self-love we have. So whether you're just starting out or coming back to your roots, this is your reminder. Wear a crown, not just for you, but for all of us, and for me. I think next week I'm willing to get a little controversial. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? If there's anything you guys want to talk about, maybe any kind of video you'd like me to cover, I wouldn't mind getting into that. Yeah. But that is all. Ogamanje, to me something to take pride, be proud, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.